you were just saying about special effects to everybody, that brings up this picture, which I wanted to show you, Simon, talking about sort of augmented special effects. And I know that Ian loves all that Star Trek stuff too. I recently saw, this is from Tim Hill on Twitter. He shared this. He's created some new effects for the war games here.
I love that.
I thought you'd say something like that. He's gone into the entire scene and somehow separated the various actors from the action.
Beautiful. That's like an early sort of 1920s German expressionistic film. That is. It's like Cabinet of Dr. Caligari or something. That's brilliant. It's beautiful.
Reminds me of Superman 1 as well.
Yes.
Yeah. With all the shaft of light, the triangles, the rays, sort of bicycles.
And I still think it's this kind of stuff that where CGI works well and should be used more of, as Ian says, in the Blu-rays that are coming out now. I've recently watched Talons of Weng-Chiang and with the CGI rat, and I'm sorry again, it just it's just another bad effect. It's just this kind of CGI. In fact, I think it's worse than the original rat. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but I do. Whereas that you're showing now, Dan, that's the way to use CGI. Stop trying to replace dodgy effects. Do something different. Be more imaginative. I tell you now, actually, while we're on Talons, the one shot that literally, I'm just criticising the rat in the Talons Blu-ray, but the one shot that literally blew me away is where they have CGI'd in backgrounds in the shot of the Doctor and Lightfoot rowing in the boat. And that, I remember I was watching that, I was thinking, I don't remember St. Paul's in the background of that shot. And I had to go back to my original DVD to look at it without the CGI in to realise what they'd done. Even I genuinely didn't realise it had been CGI'd. I was thinking, it just doesn't look quite how I remember it. So it worked brilliantly. And Talons is my favourite story. So I would remember if that looked different. So that to me is how we should be using CGI, is a long way of saying what I'm now saying, which is this is perfect. Use it to be more imaginative, enhance the story rather than just constantly replace.
Well, it is an enhancement, isn't it? It's a total enhancement, an augmentation.
Yes.
The simplest idea. It's all texture. It's not all flashy. Oh, look what we can do. Just little tiny visual signatures.
It needs to, if you're going to replace something like that, especially for Doctor Who or Star Trek, and Star Trek did it brilliantly, the original series, it has to be in the style of the day.
Yes.
So I mean, this definitely suits that style.
And this again, I think I agree with you, Ian. And this is where, again, for me, the rat in Talons doesn't work, because they've done it as though it was a bigger budget production. They've done a moving, a tracking shot as following the rat as it. Well, they could have never done that in 1977. So it stands out like a sore thumb. And again, my feeling is you just don't do it unless you can absolutely blow people's socks off and that they will genuinely believe this is a real rat in a sewer. Just don't try and do it. And this again is where the snake in Kinder does it.
It works. It works. But also, it just goes to show how many people or the love that people have got for Doctor Who. I mean, you just got to look at that picture, and the person that did that, you can feel the love coming from him, and you can feel that he wants Doctor Who to be better, and this is why I don't understand why the BBC's coping for a minority rather than the majority in their latest version of Doctor Who, which is a bit puzzling, really.
And if out there you're wondering, you're not too up on the classic era, this is a scene from the War Games. It's the wonderful Patrick Troughton finale, the War Games, where the Doctor's put on trial by the Time Lords. Yeah, they do all sorts of things. They make him giddy, don't they? They make him giddy. Talking about making us giddy, here's somebody who always makes us giddy with excitement. She's here. It's the starry-eyed girl joining us.
Hello, I've popped in to shut Ian up.
Hello. Hello. He needs shutting up, doesn't he?